welcome back to Virginia this morning. Time to celebrate, get this, National Pizza and National Bagel Day. Yes, there are those that exist. And we have our good friend of the show, Executive Chef Dallas Miller from The Daily in the shop. Hey, we're going to be making a few delicious creations, and we welcome Dallas back to the show. Great to see you, my man. You've been busy all morning long making breakfast, but now you're here with us making pizza bagels.
Yeah.
Awesome. Pretty popular stuff, too, huh?
Yeah, so Thomas's English Muffins asked me to create a couple of dishes, and I decided to take the most popular pizza at The Daily and put it on a bagel and see how it turned out. It's really good and kind of unique. So we're taking the mushroom and kale pizza from The Daily and putting it on a bagel.
Really? Okay. And especially with kale, talk about how healthy this is as well, because, you know, people might say pizza, not really a healthy food, but it depends on the way you dress it up.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, if you cover something in cheese, it's not that healthy. But
moderation, moderation.
We're using an arugula pesto,
okay,
which is a superfood, and kale, which is a superfood. And we're just gonna add a little cheese and some truffle oil, mushrooms, and some onions, and it'll turn out.
You know, and something that we could probably do tonight at home. This isn't, you don't have to be an executive chef to try this.
No, not at all.
All right, let's just jump right in, Dallas. Where do we begin, buddy?
All right, so I was gonna show everyone how to make the pesto. It's really easy, especially if you have a food processor. If you don't, you can just chop everything up by hand, use a mortar and pestle, it'll turn out. Or you can just go buy your favorite pesto from the store, whatever makes you most comfortable.
You know, can you taste the difference, Dallas?
And homemade
and the homemade?
Oh yeah, the homemade stuff has no preservatives, which makes a surprising difference.
Okay.
So with the pesto, basically, and the food processor, I have arugula. This is about a cup and a half.
A cup and a half of arugula.
So the arugula is really peppery, so I use the spinach, which is mild, to kind of even that flavor out. And I'm just gonna add it in here.
Okay. A cup and a half of both, Dallas?
Yeah, just about, even amounts. And then...
You can smell that, how fresh that is already.
If you've ever made pesto before, you know there's usually pine nuts in it. I use pumpkin seeds so that people with nut allergies can eat it too.
Is that so? So pumpkin seeds that don't cause any allergies?
I'm sure there's someone out there has an allergy to seeds, but not many, not like with nuts or peanuts.
What is the, is there a difference using the pumpkin seeds, Dallas?
As far as flavor goes?
Yeah, as far as flavor, yeah.
It gives it a little bit of a different flavor. What I do is I roast them in the oven with some salt and pepper first to give them that kind of like fire roasted flavor, which makes a big difference.
And you don't have to add anything when you throw them into the oven.
Nope, just salt and pepper. That's it. And
a little olive oil?
This is extra virgin olive oil, yeah. Just so it'll spin around.
Okay.
And I'll probably add more over the top, just in case it's not spinning.
And Dallas, how much of the pumpkin seeds did you add?
I added about a cup, a little bit less than the rest of it.
A little bit less than a cup, okay.
And it really, you can see it only takes...
That was about 12 seconds, if that.
If I want it to be a little bit creamier, a lot of people like it just like that.
Sure.
I would add more olive oil.
Yeah.
You can just add through this spout right here.
Boy, this is like a magic machine, huh?
Oh yeah, it's very helpful.
A couple more teaspoons right there, tablespoons maybe?
Yeah,
it is. You can really see how much more creamy it's getting.
Yeah,
you can see the two different layers there.
And you don't want to whip it too long or it'll change colors. But you can see what my final product is right here.
This is fantastic. Yeah, look at that.
This is what we serve, exactly what we serve at the restaurant.
And that has a lot of flavor. You wouldn't necessarily need to add anything to this, right?
No, sometimes I add lemon juice, salt and pepper always.
Okay.
But otherwise, that's the gist of it. It only takes, you know, maybe 5 minutes to get everything together and another 30 seconds in the food processor.
All right, we have our bagels. Which bagels do you like to use?
So these are the pizza flavored bagels from Thomas's English Muffins that they put out for Pizza Day or
of course
Pizza
they did.
Bagel
Pizza
Day.
and Bagel Day.
So the big
it's time
thing,
to celebrate, yeah.
The most difficult thing about making a pizza bagel with a hole in the bagel is stuff falling through the middle, which using this...
Happens.
Oh yeah, I'm getting pesto on my hand right now.
Finger looking good though.
So what I did is I put the kale on the bottom to kind of cover the hole up.
Oh, okay. Smart move.
So
you're obviously chopping the kale as well, because the kale comes in large leafy greens. And why is that such a superfood, the kale?
It just carries a lot of vitamins, antioxidants. I mean, there's not a lot wrong with kale. Everything about kale is positive.
All right, we've got about a minute and a half here.
So
throw
basically,
those together.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw the kale on top. I've got some onions that I roasted, putting those on there.
What's the difference when you roast the onions? Does that bring out some flavor as well, like you were roasting the pumpkin seeds? Does
Yeah.
it just make it more pieable?
It does that. It also brings out a lot of the sweetness of the onions, because you wouldn't think about it, but onions have got a lot of glucose and sugars in them. These are just button mushrooms, pre-roasted.
Sure. Pre-roasted.
Yep. And then
Oh,
basically,
that looks delectable already.
I'm just gonna take cheese, cover it kind of liberally.
What kind of cheese do you like to use for this?
This is just shredded mozzarella.
Shredded
like any other
mozzarella,
pizza.
just a little tradition.
And then you just take them, put them in the oven at about 450 for 5 minutes maybe.
450 for 5 minutes, preheated oven.
Yep, preheated oven until the cheese melts. And then when they come out, if you want to, you don't have to, you can go to stores like Elwood Thompson.
Yeah.
And they have truffle oil, which gives it a unique flavor. And they come out of the oven, they look kind of like this.
Magic of television.
And then I'll just kind of add a little truffle oil.
Oh, a little drizzle, huh?
It just adds a nice little pop.
Dallas, we are ready to eat. It is National Pizza and Bagel Day. Dallas, thanks so much, man. We appreciate it. Great to see you again. Thanks so much. We're going to post this recipe and all the ingredients. You can follow his lead right on our show website by early this afternoon. WTVR.com/VTM is the place to go. Dallas, thanks so much. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.